Greetings, ladies and reptiles. This is Japron of the AlloClaw Productions, and welcome to the next top 5. Now, there are some dinosaurs that have the fame, and some dinosaurs that are slightly underrated, and mostly others that are really underrated. But the slightly underrated ones are the ones that aren't as popular as the ones from, say, the late Cretaceous and whatnot. So, in this top 5, we're talking about dinosaurs that need recognition. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have Ornithomimus. Now, the reason why Ornithomimus is in this list is because he's not as popular as Gallimimus, his predecessor. I mean, the reason is because Gallimimus's name is, well, let's just say that people like to pronounce that one better than Ornithomimus. And I think that's ridiculously stupid because Ornithomimus is the main ornithomimid, and Gallimimus is an ornithomimid, and Ornithomimus needs to have all the glory compared to Gallimimus. So, there you go. Number 4. Coming in at number 4, we have Amargasaurus. Now, Amargasaurus may be a small sauropod, weighing at only 2.6 tons, but it's actually one of the best-looking sauropods. And it's one of the only sauropods in existence, well, past tense existence. Well, it was one of the only sauropods with a sail on its neck through down to his back. So, well, actually, I think it might have had 2 sails or something. And the fact that Amargasaurus is one of the only sauropods that isn't in any dinosaur game at all, so that kind of makes me ashamed, being one of my favorite sauropods. So, yeah, Amargasaurus. Number 3. And coming in at number 3, we have Herrerasaurus. Now, if you don't know what Herrerasaurus is, it was basically the T-Rex of the Triassic period, per se, and one of the earliest dinosaurs of all time, apart from Coelophysis, which was earlier than that. But that's not the point. Herrerasaurus is one of my favorite dinosaurs as well, and I feel like he's basically like a mix of Allosaurus and T-Rex, but except he's a lot weaker than the two. But yeah, Herrerasaurus is a really great dinosaur. I feel like he should have more recognition. I'm sure many people like Herrerasaurus as well, and that then feel like he should be in any dinosaur game. And there were a lot of well, not a lot of dinosaur games, but there were a few dinosaur games like Battle of Giants, Dinosaur Strike, that had a variety of dinosaurs, but Herrerasaurus sadly wasn't one of them, and apparently Giraffinator was the replacement for him, so that was very sad. But anyways, Herrerasaurus, ladies and reptiles. Number 2. Now, this may not technically be a dinosaur, but it's lived with dinosaurs so long, I mean, well, the species anyway, lived with dinosaurs so long that it might as well just be a dinosaur. So, I'm talking about Quetzalcoatlus. Quetzalcoatlus is a pterosaur that is one of the biggest of its kind, and has a wingspan of, well, I actually don't know the wingspan. Huh. If you know the wingspan of Quetzalcoatlus, leave it in the comments below, so that way I know. But anyways, Quetzalcoatlus, the biggest pterodactyl in the world, and also a really big predator. It's very good at catching its prey. I feel like it should have more recognition because it's the biggest pterodactyl of all time. So yeah, Quetzalcoatlus, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1. And coming in at number 1 is actually a dinosaur that's in the Allosaurus family. Well, as a great-looking theropod. I mean, technically it's in the Allosaurus family, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm talking about Manalosaurus. Now, the reason why he's at number 1 on this list is because he's one of my most favorites, apart from Allosaurus, which is my most favorite dinosaur of all time. But, not only that, he is a very interesting dinosaur. Very interesting theropod because of that single crest that he has above his snout. And it's very interesting, and he looks like a very cool dinosaur too. If you look at his claws and the way his stance is, and the crest as well. Like I said before, the crest is very nice, and he's a very cool dinosaur. And I feel like because he's a very cool dinosaur that he should have more recognition compared to all the others on this list. Unless you disagree, feel free to in the comments. So yeah, that's pretty much all for this top 5. If you have any dinosaurs that you like that should have been on this list that should have more recognition, please leave them down in the comments below and explain why it should be have more recognition rather. And that'll be all, ladies and reptiles. I will see you later for the next top 5 or the next video.